Hey guys and girls, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunil Chauhan and this is class number 2 of JavaScript Engineering tutorial playlist. In this class, I am going to show you some beginner level examples to demonstrate what JavaScript can do. Now before diving into examples, if you are thinking, where can I get JavaScript from? Do I need to download it? Is it free? Good news is JavaScript is absolutely free for everyone. You don't need to get it or download it. It is already running in the browser of your computer, tablet or smartphone. Now let's dive into few examples to see what all you can do to HTML elements using a JavaScript function. In this class we are just going to focus on one JavaScript function called getElementById. For the purpose of these tutorials, we are going to use a free online tool called CodePen to write and test our HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You can find this tool at codepen.io and this is how it looks like. You have got a section for writing your HTML and then you have got another section to write your CSS and the third section is to write your JavaScript code. And the section down below where you have this funny geeky joke which says, how do you comfort a JavaScript bug? You console it. This section represents your browser window where the output of your HTML, CSS and JavaScript gets displayed. So let's have a look at our first example. In this first example, we are going to see how JavaScript can be used to change the content of HTML element. So for instance, we have got a HTML document here and in this document you can see we have a paragraph element with the ID of demo and it says watch out, this content is going to change. You can see it in the output section here and it says watch out, this content is going to change. And the way we have programmed this is that on the click action of this button, you can see we have a button type of HTML element here and on its on click event we are firing a JavaScript function called document.getElementById and it is targeting this demo ID. So the demo ID represents this paragraph HTML element and on the click event of this button we are basically saying that hey JavaScript, find the HTML element with the ID of demo and change its inner HTML to hello JavaScript. That's what this is saying. So document.getElementById targeting this paragraph element with the ID of demo and changing its inner HTML to hello JavaScript. So if you look closely, when I click this button, you see this text gets changed to hello JavaScript. Okay, so this is the one function that we can basically target any HTML element and change its inner HTML to anything we desire. So next thing, let's take a look at another example. Okay, so in this example, we will see how to toggle or change the source attribute of HTML image tag. As you can see in the output section down below here, we have a light bulb in switched off state and two buttons around it, one to turn it on and other to turn it off. So when you click the button to turn it on, the bulb lights up. And when you click the button to turn it off, it returns back to its original state. The way this effect has been achieved is by toggling the source attribute of image HTML tag in our HTML code using the JavaScript function. In the HTML code section of this example, we have an image tag whose source attribute currently points to a light bulb which is currently in turned off state. By the way, the examples I am discussing here are from W3 School JavaScript curriculum. So if you want written notes of these video lessons, you can simply head over to w3schools.com and follow the JavaScript curriculum there. Getting back to our example, alongside our image we have two buttons one to turn it on and other to turn it off. We have programmed the on-click event of these buttons to achieve the desired result we want here. So as you can see in the HTML section here, on the on-click event of this button, we are calling a JavaScript function called document.getElementById and passing it myImage ID, which is the ID of this image tag, and then setting its source attribute to another image which has the light bulb in turned on state. So when you turn it on, the light bulb changes the image's source attribute. So when you turn it on, the image source attribute gets changed to this particular image which is currently in turned on state. And similarly, when you turn it off, this button fires a JavaScript function document.getElementById calls and we are then passing the image myImage ID of which is the ID of this image tag, and then setting its source attribute back to the image which is currently in turned off state. So this is how we have achieved this simple functionality of turning the light bulb on and turning the light bulb off. Let's look at another example. Here we have a paragraph element with the ID of demo. Our goal here is to make the font size of this paragraph element bigger using the click of a button. So on the click action of this button, we call a JavaScript function called document.getElementById and pass the ID of our paragraph element to it as an argument, and then use JavaScript's dot notation to reference its style's font size attribute and set it to a bigger number, 35 pixel in this case. So watch what happens when I click this button in the output section here. You notice the font size changes to a bigger font size. So this is how we target the CSS style of any HTML element using JavaScript function. Let's have a look at another example. Here we have a paragraph tag and underneath it we have two buttons. One is programmed to hide this paragraph element and another is programmed to bring it back from hidden state to show up again on the screen. To achieve this, we set the on-click action of the button 1. On the click action of this button, we fire up a JavaScript function called document.getElementById and then pass the ID demo, which is the ID of this paragraph element, and then use JavaScript dot notation to reference this element's style's display property and set it to none, which essentially hides this element. So when you click it, you see this paragraph element gets hidden because we are setting the CSS style property of this element to display none. So similarly, when we want to bring it back, we have programmed this next button to do the action of bringing it back again. So on its click action, we have document.getElementById and then passing it the ID of demo, which is the ID of this paragraph element, and then we are referencing this paragraph's display property style and setting it to block, which will bring it back on the output screen. I hope this video class gets you excited about learning more fun stuffs in JavaScript. Catch you in my next video.